You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Wednesday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby. Today's episode is brought to you by gun violence of the paint variety.
Oh, yeah, man. We got laced up with paintballs after the show yesterday. If you want to see the video, text paintball to 762-555. We'll send it your way.
How's your butt?
Dude, it's welted up pretty nicely.
Man.
Especially right down the crack there, man.
So, thanks to the guys from Bronson & Bronson who brought in all the artillery, even going so far as to get them pink paintballs. But the problem with the pink paintballs, I don't know about you, went through my shirt. So when I got home and I took my shirt off and I'm like looking in the mirror to see the welts, I could see the dark spot of the bruise, but it looked like it was way bigger because all the pink paint looked like bruise.
Yeah, it was all lined up in all my little ass hairs and stuff throughout my butt crack. Now, here's the thing, is listen to this.
Oh, those are high. Oh, those are high. Oh. That one right there, you can hear my giggle. They called it
First two, but that one we said no bullseye. That's like right on the tailbone.
if they compared it to, and I know you're not a big Star Wars guy, but when they're fighting the Death Star and Luke Skywalker shoots the perfect shot down the ventilation shaft in the only weak point in the whole Death Star, that's what they did to you.
The worst was being turned around and bent over in our parking lot, looking at a brick wall, anticipating it coming, which all of that you can take out of context if you want. But as soon as that one, it got straight down the pipe,
Yeah.
and it hit the tailbone, and it just like,
Yeah, I again, we had our backs turned, so we didn't really get to see who was shooting, but one of them had great aim.
Yeah.
My first shot was dead center between the shoulder blades. The second one on the spine and the small of the back.
I got the audio here.
Oh! Right between the shoulder blades. Oh my God.
And the best part was
Such a thudding sound.
as soon as they showed up, Jackie was there, and she's like, "Oh, I'll come watch."
Yeah.
What do you think, Jackie?
Oh, I'm enjoying this way too much.
Every time we've ever said anything inappropriate on the show, all the times that we've played Pantera and made fun of her because she had the day off or whatever, all of that, she got to live out catharsis yesterday.
The one thing I was bummed out at that I didn't realize till I saw the video this morning is that the underwear I chose to wear was completely see-through.
Yeah. I mean, you don't really see, there's nothing that needs blurring, but you can definitely see where the good Lord split you.
Yeah. So, I mean, for aiming purposes, they saw all, you know?
You had the target. You were ready to go.
Yeah.
And they made the most of their shots. Do you have bruises this morning then?
Dude, yeah, I got welts on my ass, man. The one on the tailbone is the worst that hurts. Is I'm sitting on the toilet here this morning, and I went to wipe my ass, and it was
it's delicate.
It's
sensitive.
It's right in there, too. That's the worst part. It's you know when you touch a bruise and it hurts? Imagine wiping your ass and you get to a certain part at the end where I almost feel like I wasn't wiping properly, you know?
Yeah, maybe just this week, even if just this week, treat yourselves to some 3-ply, brother.
Dude, I might get a bidet.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Have you ever seen those commercials for that company, Man-Made Underwear?
Oh, yeah. The Canadian-made underwear boxers are supposed to be high quality, basically similar to sex.
Yeah, their commercials are all over TV. They're jumping out of planes. They were on Dragon's Den and all that stuff. I got this ad yesterday on Facebook. I never realized that left-handed people have problems with normal briefs and boxers. Listen to this.
On your conventional boxer briefs, your fly is normally vertical and opens from the right. Very inconvenient if you're a left-handed person. Trust me, I know. But that's why ours, man-made boxer briefs, we made a horizontal fly. That's right in the middle, super simple. As you can see, all you gotta do is pull it down, whether you're left-handed or right-handed. Same thing, it's simple, it's easy, and functional. The drop top fly is another reason you should be clicking the link below and giving these a try if you haven't already.
So their fly opens from the top down, and he's saying, I never thought about it before, that left-handed dudes, when they go to the bathroom, have to like reach around to pull out their junk.
Yeah, you've got to kind of maneuver a little bit more than the average righty.
Which, if you really got to go, and
Right.
sometimes, depending on your briefs, you're like, come on, you.
Oh, I mean, it is the sole reason I don't mess with button fly anything, because who wants to be fumbling around when you got to go?
Well, I didn't even think, the button fly, too. That's got to be a pain in the ass for lefties as well.
Trying to undo everything with your offhand in, again, a high-pressure situation. Like, you're trying to disarm a bomb here at the urinal. The last thing you need is to be on the wrong side.
I'm so used to my right privilege that I've never thought about these kind of things before, you know?
I've never heard the phrase right privilege before. But again, I'm living it too, brother. I have never thought about it. The closest I've ever thought about anything left-handed is The Simpsons. Ned Flanders and the Left
He had the story, yeah.
They did a whole episode on it, and no one related to it because they were like, what are you talking about?
I remember seeing kids complain in school because if you wrote left-handed, especially with a pen, like you drag the ink over.
Oh, or if you had to, I mean, there's probably whiteboards is the same problem, but even old chalkboards, if you were left-handed,
Dragging over.
you'd be scuffing all of your work as you're trying to write a problem on the board.
I know can openers, they only come right-handed. That's something from Ned Flanders' story that you could buy was a left-handed can opener.
Left-handed can opener, left-handed scissors was one that I had trouble wrapping my head around as a kid. Like, see it on TV and be like, we'll just put it in the other hand.
Do you think door handles piss off left people? Because most of them are on the right side.
Oh, and I guess in turn a certain way where it'd be over instead of under. I mean, I feel like that one you probably would get used to easier than having to pee out the wrong side.
I mean, I guess even if you're having dinner with people, if you're sitting beside someone that's right-handed, like, that's got to be annoying.
Bumping elbows with each other. I mean, even the basic place setting, right? All the forks are on the wrong side. You got to reach across, bring it over.
It's got to be tough to be a left-handed swinger, too. You got to try and find your way in there.
At first, I thought you were talking baseball, and then I quickly realized we are not talking baseball.
Lefties are always good at the plate. We all know that.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
As a left-handed person, what's a problem us right-handed people wouldn't understand?
Yeah, I own my own landscaping company, and I had an unfortunate accident on the dirt bike, and now I've got 2 broken bones in my right hand, and the backpack leaf blowers only come in right-handed, so the handheld leaf blower, you can use whichever, but if you own a company and you're looking for a backpack leaf blower, they only come in right-handed. I believe there's one company in the States that makes a left-handed, but other than that, it's going to be a rough season.
Man, tools and dirt bikes, snowmobiles, everything like that. I didn't even think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't really think about it till you need them, but it's going to be an interesting situation. We're going to rig it up to be left-handed.
I hate riding a snowmobile with even being right-handed. My thumb gets so tired. I've never thought about how much of a pain in the ass it is for the lefties.
With your offhand.
Yeah, exactly. Thumb throttles on that, Sea-Doos, everything, four-wheelers, everything.
I just never thought that lefties had such a hard time brapping before.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Few people texting in about like various tools and stuff. Someone said finding a left-handed shotgun is expensive.
I guess that makes sense. Like if you shoot right, like a lot of the stuff is accessible with your left hand for like reloading and all that other stuff.
True.
So having to like, you can't just switch it over. Now it's out of place in a weird spot. And the person also said they're more expensive, which like, imagine being taxed because you use a different hand than most people.
A lot of people texting saying it was hard to learn how to drive stick, but then also some people saying they drive better stick because they have more control on the wheel.
Right, well, I guess that does make sense. I think I would want more control on the shifter, but it does make sense that your hand on the wheel would be strong.
Well, we were just talking about the left-handed guns. A lot of guitar players saying left-handed guitars are harder to find, more expensive to find. We've got a friend of the show, Adam, on the phone. Adam, any left-handed problems you want to vent about here?
More so when I was in high school and public school. They didn't like you writing with your right hand, so a lot of the times they'd smack your fingers with a ruler and make you use your right.
Damn.
What was the I've heard this before. What was the reasoning on why they shunned on lefties so hard back in the day?
I don't know. We were all problem childs.
You were different. Most people were right-handed, so being left-handed in the eyes of some, twisted people
it was
back
the
in
devil
the day,
inside you?
they were like, that's behavior we can correct. So yeah, like he said, like you'd write with your left hand and they'd come up and they'd be like, No.
Smack you, yeah.
Yeah. Now, as I say, it's a lifelong lasting thing. Somebody walks by, if I'm at work or whatever, and somebody's got a ruler in their hand and they walk by, or instinctively hand closes and you make a fist and pull your hand back. It's
You're like a dog in a bad household. You're just sitting at your desk going,
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Was there any benefits that came from it? Are you ambidextrous?
Well, yeah, because even in when we'd go play hockey or whatever, right, nobody ever had left-handed sticks, right? So
you'd have to switch back and forth.
You'd have to switch back and forth. Baseball, same thing, right? I swing left, but I catch right.
See, there you go. Sometimes taking a licking kind of helps out down the long run, right?
Yeah.
That's one way to look at it.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
It is Wednesday, and usually on Wednesdays we will censor out our artist of the week, but this week it is the Tragically Hip, so it felt sacrilegious to do this once again.
Yeah, I think it's probably best to just let the hip be the hip, but what else do you have in mind?
I was thinking I want to censor out some commercials. I feel like there's so many that if you just change like one word, 2 words, it kind of makes a big difference.
Sends it in a whole different direction.
So right off the bat, I mean, everybody remembers the Pizza Hut slogan.
No one out the hut.
Just little things like that. Or even Taco Bell.
Get the club with a twist. Outside the bun.
To be fair, a lot of people are not fans of inside the bun, so to speak.
Sure.
Outside might be for the best.
Sure. How about Kentucky Fried Chicken? Finger looking good?
It's good. There's a moment in every that's why it's finger good.
More of a high school kind of thing.
There's a moment in every bleep is also it's a choice that you've made.
The McDonald's one is just this low-hanging fruit.
Listen, sometimes you order the chicken sandwich and they go a little hard on the mayo. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Burger King, have it your way. 2025,
you rule, man.
It's 2025. Then getting more into like some true Canadian ones here. I don't know if you remember the Swiss Chalet jingle.
Swiss Chalet, always so little.
Based on how you guys feel about Swiss Chalet, that's what it should be.
You know what? And I appreciate them reaching out. Not everyone's big. Some people are little, and it's nice for them to be acknowledged.
Tim Hortons does have a new slogan, Time for Tim's.
That's so good.
It's time for fresh and cracked Canadian eggs. It's time for
Where do the eggs go?
Run right through you. Just like you said. You know what it's time for. You've had a farmer's wrap.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
So the Canadian boycott of all things American continues to be having a fairly substantial impact. Obviously, when the tariffs came through and it was all 51st state this and elbows up that, a lot of Canadians said that they were going to stop taking in American products. They were going to stop making trips to the States. I think we kind of talked about it of like, well, that's good energy, but we'll see how long we can keep it up. I saw a report from a golf course down in New York, Bluff Point Golf Resort, just 30 minutes from downtown Montreal across the border. They said that about 70% of their golfers in any given year are Canadians, and this year it's 13%.
Damn.
13%. Just an absolute crash. The boycott is real.
I've seen a bunch of these things of like tourism in the States, especially like border states with provinces.
Yeah.
I mean, even down in Florida this year, they saw a lot of people not going down snowbirds and whatnot. I think this year in general had a big impact on these things. I mean, I am interested to see because at the beginning of the year, so many people were only buying made in Canada products. I'm interested to see how many people are still doing that because a lot of people realize it's a lot more expensive.
Well, CNN also had an interview with the CEO of Virginia Distilleries, dude named Gareth Moore. Obviously, they make whiskey. And he says that it is way down and they are trying to find ways to explain to Canadians, like, without upsetting the current administration, we miss you and we wish you would come back, because you have left us kind of in the dust here.
Shows how much Canadians love their drinks.
That's just it. The Canadian market was huge. But, like, I don't know. I feel like we hear people talk about boycotts all the time, and then there's usually, like, the big stink around it. Like, do you remember A&W was going to be boycotted into the dirt because they didn't get, they went on that whole, we only use grass-fed beef, and then Canadian cattle farmers were like, yeah, they don't use Canadian meat.
Well, even I remember living in the prairies when they came out with the Beyond Meat Burger.
Right.
And people boycotted A&W on the sole basis of not selling actual hamburgers.
But that's the thing. It's like, I can remember living in Saskatchewan, and they're like, we're going to do Beyond Meat, and we're going to do grass-fed, and that means we're going to do American cows. And Canadians were like, that's it. A&W's done. Meanwhile, the drive-through lineup at any A&W today, it's pretty full.
I will give props to my old man. I guess it's almost like 10 years ago. Do you remember when Heinz closed the factory in Leamington?
I worked with a dude who was originally from Leamington. He said that his family was devastated.
Oh, it was a huge thing. My dad still to this day refuses to purchase any sort of Heinz products. He's like French's till he dies now.
Yeah, my mom made the switch. My mom was always a French's mustard, and then that happened, and like, no ties to Leamington, living out in British Columbia, but that was the end of the Heinz era in the King household. They were like, nope, we're never going back.
The booze one is interesting because, like, the Crown Royal thing is the thing that Doug Ford's talking about right now. Like, if that's your drink and you boycott it, true patriot, in my opinion.
Well, and because, I mean, we all know that person in their, like, 60s or 70s that's been drinking the same drink, the same brand, every day, every weekend for 40 years. And for that person to all of a sudden be like, oh, wow, there's other bottles in the whiskey aisle here in the store. What should I don't even know what to buy anymore. That's a huge commitment.
Feels like cheating on your wife almost. You know?
For some guys, it's more than that.
This is the Brock and Delby Podcast.
So, Dan, is there anything you've ever boycotted before?
I boycotted ginger ale. Because it says right on the front, made with real ginger, and then if you read the ingredients, there is no ginger in the ingredients.
Really?
Wait, which brand?
Yep.
All of them?
Canada Dry.
Okay, hang on. Let me just... Canada Dry ingredient. Less than 2% of ginger extract, it says.
That's the biggest false advertising of all time.
Yeah, doesn't taste the same as it used to taste. I won't even drink it. I had to make my own now.
Now, next time I get a tummy ache, you're going to ruin it for me.
That ruined it for me. Yeah.
I mean, that's mind-blowing. I'm not surprised, to be honest, a lot of people saying Tim Hortons. We talked about the price hikes, all the changes, fact that they're not owned by Canadians as well. One person saying they're still boycotting Loblaws from the bread price fixing thing.
Well, the bread price fixing, and then even through COVID, you know, everybody was talking about how expensive everything was, and yet somehow grocery prices kept going up. And we saw like Reddit threads and groups and all these online things about how Loblaws needs to be boycotted. We need to all stop going. We need to empty the shelves or whatever. And I don't know, man. Last time I drove by a Loblaws, everything looked pretty business as usual.
Few people texting in about Tesla. Can you boycott something if you've never like purchased it, or is that just?
That's the thing with Tesla's. Like, if you were seriously considering buying one and you changed your mind, I guess that's a boycott. If you had one and sold it, but they already got your money, so they don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
It's something like a single product is hard to boycott, especially something that's so expensive that the average person was never going to buy. Like, I can proudly say I'm boycotting Teslas because I never have enough money to buy one.
It's not like when your favorite player leaves your team where you can burn their jersey. You can't just like burn your car down.
Right? Although there are some people that say that they don't watch hockey anymore.
Yes, Steve said he hasn't watched any kind of hockey whatsoever since they fired Don Cherry from CBC.
Which was a big outrage for a lot of people. They walked away from the sport because they felt like they were let down
Lockouts
or turned
did a
on.
few people in a few years ago. I know that.
That's the other one I was going to say is I still know people who, when they got to the lockout, the first lockout, some people never came back. The next lockout, some people never came back. There are people who used to watch every single week, and they're like, you know what? If the league doesn't care about me as a fan, why am I spending all my time and money on watching the league?
I believe it's Sean we've got here on the line. Sean, you ever boycotted something? What is it? Explain.
Swiss Chalet. I'm talking 20, 25 years ago. I can't imagine what it's like now.
What did they do at the turn of the century?
It was just terrible. Cold, terrible service. I don't know. Something was probably microwaved. So you write a letter to them. Remember letters?
Yeah.
Come on in. We'll give you a free meal. So you figure they dote on you, wouldn't you? It was worse than the meal I complained about.
So just like a bad experience, eh? That's it?
Terrible, terrible. Like I said to the wife, like, I might take you there if I'm going to break up with you. Not bad.
If we ever do a date night in Swiss Chalet, expect some bad news.
Yeah, totally. So I have not been to Swiss Chalet for 30 years, and if someone brings it home, I'll throw it out. I'm not eating it.
You don't miss the chalet sauce like one bit?
Not a bit. No.
I mean, I'm not even boycotting Swiss Chalet, and I don't miss that swamp water. So
Stop.
Dude.
This man does not speak on behalf of at least half of the Brock and Dalby show. I'll say that. Sean speaking about Swiss Chalet the same way I talk about Zanzibar in Toronto. Had a bad experience there too, brother.
Just takes one time.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Wildfires across our country are getting worse every single summer, and as they grow more frequent in Canada and the United States, according to some new studies, wildfire smoke is actually affecting men very seriously.
Oh.
Yes, exposure has reduced sperm quality in many men across Canada and the upper parts of the United States.
All these fires are hurting our boys?
A team at the University of Washington has found consistent declines in sperm concentration, total sperm count, and movable capable sperm count on top of that as well.
Wow. Well, hey, listen, to all you smokers out there who smoke in the car and flick your butts out the window, next time you're about to do it, think about who you might be hurting.
Now, it is funny because in the study, they do say there is a difference between someone who smokes and they say the wildfire smoke affects you completely different, actually.
Wow. So if you're a smoker and live near a forest fire area, you're getting hit twice.
Yeah.
And if you're somebody who's been thinking about maybe a vasectomy, but you don't want to go through the hassle, maybe you just go outside and take some deep breaths.
Remember all those American states like Minnesota and North Dakota that were saying we were affecting their tourism?
Yeah, that's right.
There's a lot of idiots that live up there. We're actually doing them some very beneficial stuff right now with these wildfires.
It's population control, and you're welcome.
I've seen TikTok. I've seen some of the people that live in those bum-ass states. Doing you a favor, dude.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Crikey, it's time for animal impressions with Croc and Digby. Sorry, Brock and Dalby.
All right, we were too lazy to come up with a new contest, so today we are asking you to pig out for $100 in Lotto 649 tickets. We need to be a little piggy this morning.
Tonight's a $36 million gold ball jackpot for Lotto 649. Guaranteed $1 million prize, and the piggiest of our piggies on the line today won $100 in tickets towards that draw.
If you're not one of our pigs, that does mean you can be a judge, so let us know who pigs out the hardest in your opinion on the text line 762-555. But let's start with piggy number one here. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
It's Dan. How you doing?
Oh, we're doing good, Dan. Are you ready to pig out for us?
Yes, I am.
All right. If you've never heard a pig...
Oh, yeah, I heard one.
Just in case.
Here's what they sound like. Can you do that for us, Dan? It sounds like when I share a hotel room with Dalby.
That's a great effort, but you also might want to talk to an ear, nose, and throat person.
I got a cold, by the way.
Yeah, there you go. That helps today.
It works in your favor. All right, Dan, stay on hold. All right, we go to line 2 here. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Fletch Money.
Fletch Money. All right, you are piggy number 2. Do you think you can pig out a little bit for us here?
Oh, I think I got this.
All right, let's hear it. Did you hear the guy in the background?
The deliverance farmer in the back. Squeal like a pig, boy.
All right, Fletch Money, you did not disappoint. Stay on hold, all right?
Okay.
Oh, that was gold.
It's a group effort. I respect it.
I love it. All right, let's go to line 3 here. Piggy number 3, what is your name?
Hey, it's Bob.
Bob. All right. You're the final pig of the morning here. What do you think of your fellow piggies so far?
Yeah, I think they got the high notes. I'm not sure I got that.
Okay. Well, let's see what you got.
I fully believe in my heart that you just found a truffle. Well done.
All right, Bob, stay on hold here. Let's weigh out the options. Line 1, line 2, line 3. Regardless, round of applause. Everyone did really good.
Absolutely.
I'm a Fletch money guy.
Listen. We don't have to have a big, long discussion about this. Dan and Bob both played the game very well, and on any given Animal Impressions round could have won by a mile. Fletch obviously was the winner.
The guy in the background did it for him. Fletch, are you still there, buddy?
Yes, sir.
You get yourself a ding and a round of applause.
Let's go.
$100 in Lotto 649 tickets coming your way, all right, my man?
Yes, sir.
If you do happen to win the big jackpot, got some nickels and dimes, got some feed for the boys over here or what?
Boys, you're getting more than some nickels and dimes.
Woo!
You better give some to that guy in the background, too. He earned it, too.
Oh, absolutely. That's my dad. He's getting a lot, too.
Farmer Dad's coming to the party.
That's right.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, I want to see if you can finish this headline here. You ready?
Sure.
Florida man arrested after throwing blank at strip club manager.
Ooh, maybe just because it's weird. Florida, did he throw a gun, like, instead of shooting it?
No, wasn't a gun.
Throw rocks?
No.
Did he throw a stick?
Not a stick.
Did he throw an alligator?
No, not an alligator. I get it. Florida man story. Are you ready for this?
I don't know if I am.
Florida man arrested after throwing cheeseburger at strip club manager.
Was the cheeseburger from the strip club?
It does not say that. It says a Florida man who had recently been fired from the establishment.
Oh, okay, so he's a disgruntled ex-employee.
Former employee went to show up and said he wanted to talk with management.
Right.
They wouldn't let him in. I don't know why he got fired. But in the article, it's described as a drive-by cheeseburgering. After being told that he couldn't go into the establishment, he drove in his car, which then he saw the manager come out, and he threw a cheeseburger from his car at the manager, striking a male victim on the shoulder and causing him, quote, bodily harm.
I'll tell you right now, there is no burger that I have ever seen in any restaurant you could throw at me where I would admit to getting injured by it.
I mean, you never know. Maybe an onion splashed up, got him in the eye or something. You know?
How'd you tear your rotator cuff, man? Whopper. Got me right in the arm.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, they're always bragging about how big those burgers are, right?
Yeah. The old double Big Mac took me out.
The best is when confronted, he reportedly showed no remorse and said he'd do it again.
I mean, if you get to a place of anger where you are willing to throw a cheeseburger at a person, yeah, you're probably going back down that road.
This man has been arrested for battery and was booked into jail. The judge says that they're going to put a restraining order between him and the strip club manager there.
What about him in the drive-thru? Is he allowed to go back through there?
Still allowed to go.
You know, we talk about it all the time when we talk about people getting arrested. I'm just like, imagine this dude sitting in General Pop in lockup. And being asked, what are you in for?
You ever had a McDouble before?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, after talking about the Florida man who got arrested for throwing a cheeseburger at a strip club manager, a few people texted in and said, you guys got to do bad puns for this. So.
Oh, I mean, if we're going down the pun road, a man throwing a burger at his ex-boss at the strip club. Right, Sits. I'll go first.
You want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Florida man arrested after throwing cheeseburger at strip club manager. The man just wanted to catch up, but his ex-boss wasn't looking to mince words with this hamburglar.
Well done. Well done. Florida man arrested after throwing cheeseburger at strip club manager. Wonder how hard the judge is going to grill him.
You know, I had a very similar idea. Florida man arrested after throwing cheeseburger at strip club manager. The suspect confessed after being charbroiled during questioning by detectives.
Nice. I like that one better. Florida man arrested after throwing cheeseburger at strip club manager. Better not start any beef in prison or his buns are going to get tossed.
I had a bun one too. Florida man arrested after throwing cheeseburger at strip club manager. This is just proof that living a seedy life will only get your buns toasted.
Damn, you're on fire today.
Thank you.
Florida man arrested after throwing cheeseburger at strip club manager. Sounds more like assault with a deadly weapon.
Deadly Weapon is the name of my new band.
That's the title of the podcast.
Okay, I got one more. Florida man arrested after throwing cheeseburger at strip club manager. The drive-by burgering was a direct result of unsquashed beef amongst all patties.
Yeah, there you go. Florida man arrested after throwing cheeseburger at strip club manager. When these things usually happen at a strip club, you got to pay extra to throw your meat around.
The bouncer's definitely going to want to have a word with you.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast. Would you rather Wednesday? Would you rather Wednesday?
All right, let's get weird. 762-555. First one in here says, would you rather hold a flashlight for your dad or go shopping with your mom?
Oh, see, I think I'm in a lucky position. My mom hates shopping just as much as I do, but my mom also used to be a heavy-duty equipment mechanic, and holding a flashlight for her, I would rather go shopping with my dad and then hold the flashlight for my mom. That's terrifying.
100%. I think I'd rather do the flashlight with my old man because my mom was the opposite. My mom loved shopping.
You're stuck shopping.
I'd be like the kids sitting there while they're changing clothes, and you're like, oh my God.
The old man never yelled at you for the flashlight, though?
I'd rather get yelled at with my dad. At least I can go cry in my room later. I can't just cry at the mall.
At least he's going to send you away sooner than later.
Someone said, would you rather fight 44-year-olds or 4 40-year-olds?
Ooh. You know what? 40's not that old. I feel like 44-year-olds, I break a light sweat.
I don't know, man. The amount of times I hear you complain about your knees and your back since you turned 40, I think I could take on 4 of you guys.
No. Maybe you could take on 4 of me. But the average person is in much better shape at that age.
Find a lot of you guys always complaining about stuff. All I do is gotta sweep you at the leg or something, you know?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Would you rather have no more sauces or no more beverages?
Oh, no more sauces. I mean, listen, it is an unfortunate
Think about
state.
how much food you love is just drenched in sauce, though.
Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. I would live a miserable life, but no more beverages? Hey, that includes water if you're going down that road.
I mean, let's say water stays.
Even if you want to say water is in there, talking about no more juice, no more soda, no more alcohol. You can't have any beer. You can't have any hard alcohol. All of it's gone. You're just drinking water. That sounds so boring.
I don't know. The food thing sounds more boring. And I can eliminate alcohol. I've got plants that do stuff for me that work out pretty fine. So
Sure, but you're just taking away my sauces?
Imagine how depressing pizza would be.
I still have spices. I can still spice things up. I got a whole cupboard full of stuff that I can put on
I'm going
my pizza.
sauce. I'm keeping the sauce, man. I get rid of beverages.
Couldn't do it.
Would you rather find a fingernail in your food or a Band-Aid in your food?
Well, that has to be the Band-Aid. And listen, one way or the other, I'm suing.
The Band-Aid because you can at least see it better, right?
That's
you have less
it.
of a chance of finding it in your mouth.
If you're digging through your food or whatever, you move something with your fork, you probably see the Band-Aid. I'm only going to find the fingernail in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to feel it poke my tongue or my gums, the roof of my mouth. Like maybe the best case scenario here, and I'm grossing myself out. The best case scenario is nail in your food that you don't notice and just swallow.
Ugh.
And then you're none the wiser, right? Maybe coming out the other end, you get scratched up a little bit.
Man, those onion rings were crispy. All right, final one we'll wrap up with here. Someone said, would you rather have the Jays get swept in 4 games by the Mariners or push it to 7 games and still lose?
I think it's got to be 7. I think I would rather have the hope.
Yeah.
Although I also get my alarm goes off at 4 in the morning, and all of these games are at 8 p.m. So I guess if it was over in 4, at least I could go back to getting some sleep.
It's kind of like a breakup, though. Sometimes you're like, are we just dragging this on?
You want to just rip the Band-Aid off?
Getting a little bit of hope. Like we had a couple good date nights. I thought things were going good. That's kind of what it is, right?
Well, I mean, listen, you as someone who manages to score tickets to things, if they get it to 7, you are the type of person that could somehow find yourself ending up at that game. So that would be good.
I don't know. I went to the game on Monday and they lost. I don't know if I'm good luck right now.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.